Alrighty. So I wanted to create it. Well, first off, my name is Guy Fitzpatrick. I just wanted to create a video um, to kind of detail my process or the process for joining the customs under CBP for the Homeland Homeland Department of Homeland Security (DHS). So I'm gonna kind of outline my experience with going through the process thus far. The reason for it is because I've been kind of vexed, anxiety, been anxious to kind of get this thing rolling and kind of finish it up. Which, if you're watching this video, you probably are in the same boat, whether we're at the same part of the process or you're somewhere in the beginning, in the middle, towards the end. But we all have questions, or at least I definitely did. And I've been watching a lot of the videos on YouTube. And then I'm noticing just the trend of it is like, hey, they're very welcoming. Create videos, help us out. So I figured I'd create a video myself, share my experiences thus far, and keep the energy alive. And hopefully, it answers some questions. Um, and maybe it helps, ease some of the anxiety. The videos have kind of helped me, the ones that I've watched as well, but I'm still anxious because obviously, pretty much like you, we all want, a bite of this apple. Again, so again, my name's Guy Fitzpatrick. I'm going for the customs officer position for DHS. I put my application in for customs back in 2018, October. Is when I applied. I received a response. It was at the end of October. I received my response. Top of November. November 2nd, I applied for customs. It was a GS5 7. Um, what it was at the time. I took the customs officer entry exam November 2nd. Received my results from that in a couple of days, saying that I had passed like 80 something percent, but I get a perk of it from being prior military. And then November 30th, I received I was well, yeah, November 30th, I completed my medical on November 30th. But by that time, between November 2nd and November 30th, I had reapplied for a GS9. I felt I was kind of selling myself short with the GS5 through 7. Applied for the 9, got the 9. So even though I took the officer exam, I no longer need it. But hey, I took it. It's not bad. So if you are at that process, it's just kind of some basic math, basic reading, basic understanding type of deals. So it's not that bad. I am no genius. I don't claim to be. I passed it with like an 85, 86%, so you should do fine. December 3rd, I took my structured interview. Went out to Buffalo, New York. I did my structured interview. I was actually told the day of, once I completed the interview, that I had actually passed and that I just had to wait for it to show up in CAS, which it took maybe a couple of days to green light in CAS. December 5th, I took my fitness medical. So for all my GS9s that are watching this, obviously, we just take the initial fitness medical. We do not do the second medical for fitness at all. You just do the one medical. So then December, as we all know, right? If you started at 2018, then you all had that same gut-wrenching feeling that I had when the government shut down. So January, I didn't hear anything. February, I didn't hear anything. I got an email probably in March that just stated, "Hi, Mr. Fitzpatrick. Everything is back on track. You're still in the runs for the customs officer position, steadfast type of deal. Everything was picking back up." And then I received a call from a gentleman. I can't remember what his name is, letting me know that I was gonna be taking my polygraph in June. So I took my polygraph on June 26th. For those that have not taken the polygraph, remember what you put in your equip. Be open and honest. Hey, we all do embarrassing stuff. Hey, if you smoke marijuana in your past, it's not a deal breaker. It's not going to kill you. Especially for my younger folks or middle-aged folks, whatever the case may be, if you've experimented with it, it's not a deal breaker. Just go ahead and disclose it. Be open and honest. And I did. It didn't hold me back. Here I am. So I was told when I actually finished the polygraph process in about an hour and a half. Sometimes it could be longer. You could be less than an hour and a half. You could be up to 4 or 5 hours. Your polygrapher is definitely going to share that with you, that it is based on each individual's experience, which kind of makes the process lengthy or could make it lengthy. I wrapped up the polygraph June 26th, about an hour and a half. The process took me about an hour and a half to wrap up, and I was told, he gave me his professional opinion, and stated that he felt that it was his professional opinion that I had passed. However, the polygraph, once you take it, those results are sent to a different office in their view to make sure that everything is copacetic and everything meets the guidelines that DHS wants it to meet. And then you'll receive a green light from that in about a week. I got it after June 26th, about a week. I was green lighted. Rolling over to July, July 25th. So after the poly, I got the green light for the poly. I got an email, sent out my equip, and I had to. They're gonna resubmit your equip. You're gonna do it twice. You're gonna do it initially, and then after you pass your poly, they're gonna go ahead and send you your equip just to update anything that when you started the process to now. If there's anything, any speeding tickets or anything you want to tweak or change, they're gonna give you that opportunity. So they sent me my equip end of June. July 25th, I had my background interview. I did my background interview. They came out, family, employment, your references, your friends. They come and do all the whole shebang, talk to you folks. So, if you have people that live in different states, like one of my buddies is a good friend of mine. He is a customs officer, so he's in Del Rio. He lives in Del Rio, Texas, works in Eagle Pass, Texas. So my station that I did pick was Del Rio, Texas, to get out there with him. So they went all the way out there, interviewed him. He gave me a call and everything. So they are going to check your references. They are going to come out and interview. After that initial interview for July 25th, I'd say about from July 25th to August 21st, I was receiving calls. Not emails, just calls, and wrapping up the interview process. There's going to be some follow-up questions. Don't be alarmed. Don't feel off. They have to ask you follow-up questions. You didn't get the job. No, it is perfectly normal. I've got a buddy that went through the customs process, and he's been helping me along. Fits. It's perfectly fine. They're going to ask you follow-up questions. That's just what they're going to do. So my follow-up questions with my BI wrapped up August 21st. I started off with one background investigator. My initial background investigator kind of went off the scenes. And then I received like two different background investigators that came and did different parts in my background during the interview process and everything like that. So if you experience that, don't be alarmed. I wouldn't be alarmed. I was told not to be alarmed. So interview for background was July 25th, 2019 of this year. Then it wrapped up August 21st. I received a call from the background investigator saying that all the follow-up questions were answered, that the customs had taken over the interview, taken the information, and it's sitting. I received my second to last email September 6th, stating that my BI is currently pending adjudication. Today's date is October 29th. That was September 6th. We're here on October 29th, October 29th. Jeez Louise. I think today's date is October. Is it the 29th? Yes. Okay, I was right. So today's date is October 29th. I received the email September 6th just stating that my background was sent to the adjudicators, that it's a pending adjudication. So I have not heard anything else about my background. My recruiter has been saying, hey, it typically takes a year. The shutdown, government shutdown, believe it or not, that has affected the process. It kind of slowed things down, but it's natural to take over a year, 13 months. I've been told not to worry about it. So I've received different emails just kind of in between this time, just stating that I'm going to really enjoy my career with CBP, those just type of kind of bland, kind of specific general type of emails. I got an email from a recruiter manager that's out in Seattle. If I have any questions about the onboarding process, EOD dates and stuff like that. So the last thing that I have to complete is my drug test. As of now, I have not taken my drug test as of yet. So I'm assuming at some point when this background adjudication clears that maybe I'll take the drug test if all goes well, and then I'll receive an offer, which I will gladly accept the offer. So as of right now, I'm waiting. I'm attempting to be patient. I hope that this video has helped you guys, helped any one of you guys that are viewing it. It is a lengthy process. I started November of 2018, and here we are embarking on November of 2019. So my year is getting ready to exhaust. hopefully between now and the 21st of November, I should hear something. Take my drug test and then figure out what my EOD dates are going to be for the 2 week academy that'll be in Texas, and then Glencoe for Flexi, whatever, that 6 month academy that the customs sends us to for all my custom officers that are watching this. So uh, feel free to uh, feel free to reply to the video. I have I won't say a wealth of knowledge, but I do have a little bit of knowledge with the process, obviously, since I went from that to here, and here I am. I'm sitting here. I do not know everything. I'll be up front and let you guys know that. But I hope that this video shares it helps. It gives, you all some sort of reference into how maybe the process goes. It went very, very quickly up front, and then it slowed down towards the tail end of this. I was told that by my recruiter. So hope the video helps. And feel free to leave a reply, and I will attempt to reply to anything and respond to all questions. Because again, like I said, we're all going through this process together, and it helps us to be open with one another and kind of just shed the light and keep the energy going with it. So hopefully, I've helped somebody out there. I've eased some anxiety because I know I was really, really anxious waiting for some of this stuff, and I have my moments where I get anxious now. So, alrighty, and take